On the line tonight. Uruguay completed a perfect group stage that includes beating the U.S. in their last game. Can they pick up where they left off as they...
I know he performed incredibly well against Tottenham in the Champions League, but they signed him to be a right back, and we've heard Jules Koundé saying, I don't like to play as a right back. And now Araujo saying, I don't like to
win titles.
Resumed their quest for a record 16th Copa crown. Brazil minus the suspended Vinicius Jr. That means the spotlight on that man on the right, Endrick, who makes his first international start. Can the 17-year-old lead Brazil?
Been such a great defending team, but they've actually
still into the Final Four. I win last October. Tonight they look to make it 2 in a row over the Samba Kings. Walkouts and
tranquilla ante Colombia, pero un empate que sabe casi a victoria.
Están enloquecidos los seguidores uruguayos deseando ya.
Because people never know, I think especially like out here in America, what to expect from pre-season. They might be surprised by the number.
And two of English football's most entertaining. Put on a show. United, Kulusevski returns in place of Skip. There's a home day and an awful lot of grey. And much Wigan in Lancashire, it's Paul Tierney. And should you be wondering, yes, there is VAR this evening. And Walker, and the opening goal is Manchester City's. Oscar Bob was there on the line, but now he looks across and sees that a flag is raised. And any necessarily going to be privy to quite as many and quite such good replays in the midst of a process such as this. But the Bentancur. It's a foul. Floated by Kovacic, and Kyle Walker couldn't get there and control it using his head. Bob. Alvarez couldn't get there. Rodri, and then Kovacic, and the deflection takes it behind for a corner.
Manchester City playing really well. What they're doing, they're using the width.
Kovacic to Rodri. Distance. Foden. Handled over by Højbjerg.
It's good pressing.
And De Bruyne made a world of difference when he was finally... Romero. Fouled by Rodri. The game displayed by Van der Ven, who's also Danny Johnson and Richarlison. Lovely, pretty patterns. There's Guardiola. Went wrong at the tail end.
Good play once again, though, from Manchester City. Romero just lost it.
Doggy came across. And a tangle of legs between a Doggy and Foden, and Spurs get the free kick.
Doggy.
The Doggy. It is remarkable, Danny, to think that Manchester City have all of the running so far. Borne out by those stats.
Yeah, they've dominated. They've dominated the game to get into your rhythm. But what Guardiola does now, and I mentioned it earlier on, that's so close with both Romero and
Liverpool very much in the news today with Jurgen Klopp's announcement that he will leave at the end of the season. And Walker protecting the ball, and then Richarlison came in and snaffled it from his toe. And Rodri, and then Kovacic, and now Oscar Bob. Romero back to confront him. It was a good pick out, finding Foden, but he couldn't do a great deal with it.
Great play once again.
The referee will call a halt because of a potential blow to the head. Walker again. correctly ruled out for a fractional offside. And that apart, it's been a case of
is not allowing Spurs to show their true characteristics.
It's his 14th piece of silverware with Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne's introduction made a world of audible groans as the ball is surrendered. And they could get worse, because really Alvarez could well have scored. Alvarez and Gvardiol was in an offside position and couldn't challenge for it. Here's Werner. They're asking for handball. Bentancur.
It's much better from Spurs. You see them then pressing with a 5. Okay, caught in an offside position.
Werner.
Back to it in a second.
Werner. It's a useful ball for Johnson. It's the first serious thing that Ortega's had to do all evening. Udogie. Going to see the first yellow card of the night. Mateo Kovacic.
It's a painful one for Silva there. Not someone
to scramble to get it. Kulusevski couldn't take the ball with him. Johnson.
Now all of a sudden you're starting to...
Doku and Kevin De Bruyne. Oscar Bob. And it is Phil Foden, and De Bruyne's arriving. And
the bigger clubs, when they go to small clubs, they have absolutely...
Ooh, nasty one for Romero. Rodri was the player with whom he was challenging. And Alvarez is making his way towards the bench. And will go Tottenham's way if they can get the ball back. Put an extra stand-in at Rodney Parade. Increase the capacity to all of 9,000 for that.
I've been there once to cover a game, but in the game it's just been all about, like I say, the control from Manchester City. Tottenham started the second half really well, but now you can just see Manchester City.
Doku. Chance! Saved from Bernardo Silva by Vicario.
That's a good save.
De Bruyne in keen pursuit, but always second favourite. De Bruyne forcing himself in front of Romero, who typically bites back. Given away to Foden, chance here. De Bruyne had Tottenham at his mercy.